Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard another Charlie 31 departure. We are on the ground in Auckland, New Zealand. This is where we flew into from Seattle last night. Nice little long haul flight, Seattle down to Auckland. We're now going to go from Auckland to the southern tip of New Zealand to a place called Invercargill, and that is where Burt Munro, the world's fastest Indian, was from. So we're going to get up. Get busy with the aircraft. We're going to get it programmed up. We are pretty much cold and dark now. We just hopped in. I haven't even turned on the battery, so let me go in. And yeah, the only thing I have done is got rid of the PMDG stuff and got the jet bridge up via uh, GSX. So we're going to import our sim brief. It's pretty much a straight out departure. I do have a different routing. So we'll go over that here in just a minute, but everything's looking good. Well, let's go like this. So you can see gear lever is down, flap lever is up, and speed brake is down. Everything's looking good there, there, and there. So let's go upstairs. Let's get the battery turned on, get the emergency lights down, and we do have ground power. So we're going to get the aircraft on ground power. Should come alive, and with that we can go upstairs and get our INS getting aligned. There we go. So we're good there. Perfect. So our flight's looking okay here. If we go over to our flight plan, there we have it. Everything's looking good. We're going to be cruising along at 340 tonight, and yep, there we have it. So back over here, we can just give it a minute for all the displays to pipe on. Things are warming up. Beautiful day here in Auckland. We parked our heavy 777 over here on the other side of that building. But yeah, we're flying Air New Zealand in New Zealand, and we're going to be departing on runway 05. So it'll be on that end over there. Yeah. Yes. No. This end out this way. So pretty departure. We're going to go inland first. And now we can go ahead and let's go look at our FMC in our IRS position. Thank you. FMC. We are good there. And we are at NZAA. Grab our GPS from the left side today. Drop that there. Things should be going good. Route NZAA. Request NZNV. Set payload. Set fuel. Select the route. There we go. And our displays are coming up. We're looking okay. And aircraft is doing pretty good. We're going to go ahead and load our flight plan, and we are going to go here. And we'll unload the one from last night or this morning, depending on when you joined me. There we go. All right, we're going to depart on runway 5 right. And what was our departure? We are on Brook 4, I believe. Let's come in here. Let's go like this. The Brook 4 Cappy departure. So Brook 4 Cappy, add that one in, and we are okay. That lines up. Now we can go down to our arrival. That's a little different. So we're actually going to come in on the which one was it? Anopa 6. Let me double check. What was that? We are on the Anopa 6 Alpha Anopa and RNAV Anopa 6 Alpha from Anopa. And we're going to do the RNAV for runway 4. Hasn't. There we go. Looking good there. So should be pretty quick little flight. We should be all right. We are all set there. So perfect. That's going to do it. So we can close while we're here. Let's get GSX loading. Request boarding. Thank you. So we can also get rid of our navgraph. So our route is in there. We're going to go to our departure and arrivals. We're going to depart on runway 5 right. And that will be on the Brook 4 Cappy. There we go. And then our arrival will be, nope. We want everybody, please. There we go. Oh, I need to, I think it's still set at insane. So let's go to GSX settings. Timing is still at insane. We'll go very dense, apply that, and hit, let's go dense, apply, and hit OK. There we go. All right, so we are on the NOPA 6 Alpha arrival from NOPA, and we're going to do the RNAV runway 4 from ESNUP. And there we have it. ANOPA 6 Alpha, was it? ANOPA 6 Alpha from ANOPA. There we go. All right, back to our route. We can go ahead and activate and execute that. Onto our perf init. Our zero fuel weight will transfer over 134. Let's take a look at that. We do have the old flight plan here. So 130, what? 135. 134.9. Not super cool with that. What fuel did they put on? 20.3. 20.3. Fuel's good. Passengers, probably something in the freight. So I'm okay with that. So our reserves, FinRes is 8,000. Cost index today is 11. Awesome. 340. Cruise wind 148 at 11. Drop that there. Guess what? I'll hit execute so I can have a VNAV when we get up there and get that set. So on to the N1 limit. Let's go ahead and go to our perf tool. And we're 05 right, import. And let's see, 30.5. Let's go ahead and calculate that. Takeoff 1 at 59. Beauty, on to the takeoff. You know what? I keep doing that. So we need to go here. If there is somebody talking to me, I apologize. There we go. And now, if you hit me up in chat, and while we're here, we'll go to the chat. There we go. Start that poll. There we go. Okay. All right, back to the old aircraft. We're doing okay. So, all right, flaps 5. CG is going to come out at 5.05, 5.05, 53, and 55. 53, 53, 55, and we are set with the FMC. So 155 here. There we go. And there we go. 155 across the board. We're going to go straight up to flight level 340. Looking good there. So we are set there, and there. We can go like that. We can go like that. LNAV and VNAV. We are at mode control panel is set up. So let's get our radio 122.8. That can drop over there, and Australia is going to go to CTAP 1st of June. So that'll be fun. That'll be nice. Look for charts updates. Generally, remember your CTAP frequency. If it's only one tower frequency, smaller facilities, I guess is a good way to put it. If you only have one tower frequency for the whole airfield, your CTAP is generally your tower frequency. Not all the time, but generally that's the best way to look at it. So that's coming to Australia starting June 1. Can't wait for that. I have to do some flying in around here. But until then, we're just going to do on 122.8. We're okay there. All right, so our FMC is set, our mode control panel is set, and we are good with that. So we can go like that. And let's see how we're doing with the passengers. We're 49 of, we're about almost halfway there. All right, we can get rid of that. Let's go upstairs. Let's get our APU fired off. With that, we can get our fuel pumps on. We'll leave these off until we get ready to taxi, and that way it doesn't alarm on us when we are on our departure or on our climb out. So again, 340, and Invercargill is just sitting right on the coast. So I think it might be 300 feet. Let me go check. Oh, wow. Invercargill is at 5 feet. So we don't even have to worry about doing that. While we're waiting for the APU to engage, we are going to go get our beverage. All right, coming back into the flight deck. Here we go. APU is available. Oh, you're a good girl, Alice. Thank you for just relaxing. You're a good girl. All right. Here we go. Get the aircraft on aircraft power. There we go, APU power, and we can go ahead and get the window heats on while we're here. Now that we're on power, and now that we can do that, and let's get some air going. Perfect. Overhead is set up for now. Let's see how we're doing with passengers. 86, so we got about 80 to go. All right, we'll bring up the map. Let's look at our chart for the airport. There we go. So we're going to taxi down to 5 right. We can take it from Alpha 10. I don't believe we need Alpha 10. All right, what are these saying? Alright. Available, nothing there. That's mostly for heavy aircraft or super aircraft. Alright, that's about all we have. So apron information service call sign Auckland apron on frequency 123.0 is provided by airport operator within this area designated by that line. So you see that right there. There we go. We are doing pretty good. How fast are they getting on? 6:42, 62 to go. There we go. Beautiful 737-900. Looking pretty nice. I think our bags are all loaded up, so we can go ahead and get back in the aircraft and release ground power in the air cart. Release. Nothing else there. Door management looking all right. Perfect. CK San Jose. Okay, we will do a rejected takeoff, and I probably should have done that. There we go. We got a reset on our fuel. Do TCAS. And we're going to set, let's go with 0310. There we go. "36 people to go. Come on, folks. Let's get on board." Willie, how are you, pal? Nice. Yeah, we're just about ready to push back. Getting all the passengers on board. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you being here, pal. Man, pretty excited. My last, that Pacific Crossing stream looks like it got over 600 views. Pretty excited about that. Thanks for being part of it. Where are you flying? You flying tonight? We gotta be close. Aviation Geek, did you survive? I'm glad to see you here, pal. Thanks for coming in. How was the hike? $16 people to go. Come on, folks. Let's get the lead out. Let's get down to Invercargill. Beautiful day for flying. Nice. Did we find the victim? Nice. Ooh. That's not bad. Ah. Go home, relax for a minute, and see where you want to go. See if you even want to go. It's a Saturday night. You gonna go out tonight? Go get some dinner? I don't have to ask Aviation Geek. He's probably had like 6 cheeseburgers and a can of Spam by now. Nice. And there we go. We have all our passengers on board. Let's go ahead and have GSX get us ready for departure. So prepare for pushback and departure. And with that, thank you. So with that, let's get our beacon on. Air. Are you still on your way back, Aviation Geek? There you go. Let's go see if we got anybody else on the ground. We do. We just had somebody pop in down there. Looks like a Singapore Airlines trip. I don't have any other aircraft here. So we're going to go ahead and get our park brake set. And we can get rid of our chocks. Let's see, jet bridge is away. There we go. I had some barbecued chicken on the grill and some au gratin potatoes. It was pretty tasty. The landing was really good. Aviation Geek got a -200. I think. Let me go look. The score on that, we're going to actually, we want to go, because we're going that way. We want nose left, tail right. There we go. All right, here we go. Engine 2. Nice push. Let's get engine 1 spooling up. Park brake set. Perfect. Looks like we've got 2 good starts. Let's go over to the overhead. We're looking good there, so we'll get you there and you there. Thank you. And now we can get you in the off position. Beauty. There's our flag. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. And now we can get our taxi light on. We can get the brakes off. We're going to add a little bit of power to get rolling. Auckland traffic, New Zealand 31, taxiing runway 05 left, Auckland. Our brakes are working. And correction 05 right, Auckland via Alpha. Yeah, pretty little Singapore Airlines Trip 7 over there. Check the takeoff. Flaps are good. We are solid. Alright, we can get our center tanks on. Start feeding out of that for now. Probably pop out right, or we'll have to turn them off right at our top climb or shortly thereafter. Yeah, Aviation Geek, it was a good approach in. There was a couple airplanes, 3 departed before me, and then there was a heavy, or actually a Super 380 sitting on the ramp, so Etihad probably going off to Dubai, Abu Dhabi. Oh, did I tell you the score? My score was 83 with a minus 200. So, spot on with that one. A little squirrely. There was a tailwind all the way down, so. actually used to be a runway. There's the New Zealand version of Op 7 there for you, Captain Jack. Probably driving to hold it. Auckland traffic, New Zealand 31, lining up, runway 05 right, Auckland. Alright, let's get all our lights going. Arm our auto throttle. And let's add 40% power. Things stabilized there. Toga. Maximus, how are you? Thanks for stopping by, man. Perfect. Glad you're getting the notifications.
80 knots.
Here we go. Heck of a crosswind there, right on departure. Quite a little turbulent departure there. We're going to let the airplane handle itself. Let's go on and take a look. Oh, that's just impressive there. Auckland. Back inside. Auckland traffic, New Zealand 31, climbing through 2,500, last call Auckland. Here we go. Thanks, Rachel. Appreciate you stopping by. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. And that's right. If this is your first time watching me, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button and then the notification bell. That way you know when I hop in for a quick flight or a long flight like I did last night, all the way from Seattle down to Auckland, just over 13 hours. So here we go. We're on our way. Perfect. Flaps can come up. Let's do our after takeoff checks. Oh, that should have been turned off. There we go. Now we're just climbing through 10,000 feet, and then we will 210 for now. We are at the slowest speed we can fly with our flaps in the up position without the slats. Thanks, Rachel. Maximus, how you been? You been all right? You been out to the airport at all? Accelerating up to 240. Let the engines generate some power, and then we'll kick it up to flight level 340. Here we go. Beautiful day down here on the islands of New Zealand. Ah. Nice. What are you going to do? Nice. Oh. Nice and warm for you, huh? Why is that? Just kind of bad weather? Amazing looking airplane. Make sure GSX is off. Yep, we're doing pretty good. Nice. Summer trip to Toronto, not bad. Back in the flight deck, we're going to go ahead and expand our range out. Climbing through 10,000 feet. We can let the passengers go. Oh, look at that. There we go. Well, at least you're home now, just relaxing, staying warm, not worried about fending off the weather. Were you in a tent, or did you guys have like a trailer or pop-up or something? All right, let's go look. Our FMC is doing FMC stuff. We're going to look at our progress page. We should be there at 0350. It is 02, so yeah, we're just about an hour and a half away. Hour and 40 minutes away from being on the ground in Invercargill. Did you ever see the movie The World's Fastest Indian, Maximus? I think 14,000 feet is our transition altitude here. Good. Excellent. There we go. Standard atmosphere now. We're off and running, folks. Got a nice little crosswind from the left. Not slowing us too bad. About 6-7 knots. I'm an idiot. Willie, what kind of pizza do you like? You go full supreme? Tasmanian Avgeek, how are you? Thanks for stopping by again. I appreciate you hitting up the old, keeping the comments alive overnight last night. That was great. I appreciate you letting folks know where I was. But, welcome aboard another flight. We're on our way down to Invercargill. I'm the same way, man. Thin crust or thick. So, world's fastest Indian's about a motorcycle racer. He gets his motorcycle from down here in the southern tip of New Zealand out to the Bonneville Salt Flats in Utah for Speed Week. I am nice. Thanks, Taz Avgeek. That's fun. I appreciate you, man. That was a lot of fun last night. But yeah, the world's fastest Indian. You notice I'm wearing a shirt, Burt Munro. I don't know if you guys see it reversed or the same direction, but he took an old Indian motorcycle, got it all faired, and it's a 1,000 cc motorcycle. Set a speed record at Bonneville with it. I think it still goes. It's really good. It has Anthony Hopkins in it, so it is. All right, Taz Geek. What's the biggest airplane that lands there? I saw you have. It looks like you have an Antonov 124 that either came into Hobart there, or what's the biggest sort of daily flight you get down there? Or do you know? I guess we could look it up, but I'll ask you. No, you didn't. So I take it you went to a basketball game? How was it? A little bit of a headwind, knocking about 14 knots off our ground speed, or our airspeed. I don't know, Willie, or let's see, who else? We can do that. Yeah, the Antonov 124. We get that at my airport every once in a while, not too much. Ooh, nice. Holy cow. Excellent. Glad to hear you won. Here we go. We're about 3,000 feet away from our top of climb. That's not a first year playing, or no, first year playing in this team, on this team. That's not a bad record. Oh, look at that mountain over there. That should be there. We should be well onto the South Island. Let's see. See where we're at. No, we're not at the South Island yet. We're just getting ready to do transition between the North Island and the South Island. There it is. Yeah. I'll bring that up so we can see the whole route. We stay out on the northwest coast until we get right around Milford's Bay, or is it Milford's Bay? There it is. Milford Sound. Yeah, so yeah, right around Milford Sound, we just go straight, cross over the last of the mountains, and we descend down into Invercargill. And Burt Munro used to race his motorcycle right here on this beach. So yeah, coastal route, we'll be all right. There we have it. Flight level 340, let's take a look at the overhead. Pressurization panel means the airplane's doing airplane stuff appropriately. We're set there. Don't need to worry about any of that. Got our center pumps already off. We already burned through that. 3,000 pounds. And INS and everything else is looking pretty good. So back to here. Down through here. 22.8 is our frequency. We are good. And there is no preset views. So per livery, apparently, I have to go in and set up the view. Well, I don't know. Well, no, maybe it's per aircraft. So I don't think I've been in the 737-900 in the past. So let's go back, take a look. Let's open the door. I thought I had a two class configuration. Guess what? Go across the hall, get the right side. Go back a little further. Captain Jack, how are you? No worries, Captain Jack. Appreciate you stopping by. Glad you made it home. Got to hang out with the pups and the family. We're just flying. The Antonov 124 is bigger than the 777, but the Antonov 124 is not necessarily a passenger aircraft. It's a cargo aircraft, so it's a little different there. But beyond that, nothing huge. So this is going to be 7. Look at that. Nice little turn while we're looking out the window. So nice. Let's go to the other side. Oh. There we go. We want this side. Alright, we want this. Now we go to the other side. Alright. So do I, man. Alright, so then if we go here, it should go here. Alright, let's go over here. I thought we set this one up already. So this is aircraft right, so it's this side. There we go. Alright, let's go back in the front. Alright, that's fine. There, look at that. Nice little mountain. And alright, we're going to go back here. We're going to go Shift W. We're going to go back a lot. We're going to go back behind the wing. Emergency exit right there. What do you think, right here? Ah. Aircraft left. This is going to be, do this as 4. Oh, maybe it doesn't have those. There it is. That's 4 all the way down there. That's 1. Back to the flight deck. 777. I've had that happen before. During the Christmas rush, they used to take airliners, like Private Jet was the name of the airline, and they just throw boxes and boxes of mail, everybody's packages, in the cabin, in the seats. More lucrative that way, and you don't have to worry about having a huge flight crew or cabin crew. So yeah, pure money there. Fill the belly, fill the cabin full of stuff. If it's food, it's food. Don't even have to worry about keeping the temperature controlled, except keeping it on the cool side. Tell you what, Jack, I have one sleepy pup here. She's got like 24,000 steps already today. And yeah, I mean, The 350 can carry a lot of weight, especially if it's not passengers. So load that thing full up with freight, and you've got like a super lift capability there. Whose A350 was it? And was it a 900 or a 1K? We're coming up on. Let's look at this. We are due on the ground in Invercargill at 51. So we are 80 minutes away. A little choppy up here. 24 knot quartering headwind, knocking about, what's that, 12 knots off our true airspeed for ground speed. Oh, nice. Oh, that's, you said that, Cathay. Have you ever flown on Cathay? They're a good airline. So that is, oh. All right, we're gonna look at some stuff here, folks. Well, I'm gonna look at some stuff. Guangzhou. Alright, so Guangzhou. Oh, nice. Velocity and Qantas. Yep. There we go. Zulu, golf, golf, golf. Go here. Oh, nice. Virgin's not too bad. You're just kind of locked in. It's just kind of a locked in sort of thing. It's terrible that you have to go through that. Oh, that one might have to wait. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Well, there you have it. So we're gonna let's go here and look. YMHB. Well, I've got that one, so the other one, oh, we should probably do that. Was the hard landing in Hobart, or? Oh, Melbourne. Yeah. Ah. That's a quick flight over into Canberra. I used to live in Sydney, so yeah, Melbourne can be a little tough sometimes. Was it during the summer? What airlines normally fly out of Hobart? Let's see. Nah. What's the biggest international carrier you have come into Hobart? Copy. So coming out of Hobart, if you needed to travel places, would you go like Melbourne, Sydney, or Brisbane and then go off to the rest of the world? Maybe Hobart to Perth? Or does Hobart have a good international network beyond Air New Zealand? Asia, what part? You going to Hong Kong? Or Singapore? Kuala Lumpur's nice. Hong Kong's like a 9 or 10 hour flight. That's not bad. Hop on a 777 or a 350, maybe even a 78. Captain Russell, how are you tonight? Thanks for dropping in, hopping on board, joining the flight. How you feeling? Tell Cindy hello for me. Did you get her some soup? Flying the 737 Heavy tonight over New Zealand. Oh, nice. Burt Munro, world's fastest Indian. Have you watched the movie yet? Excellent. It's a good plane. Had a good landing this morning. I don't know if you saw it, or early this afternoon around noonish. Minus 200 trip, not bad. Jim, how old do you think I am? Burt Munro, it's where we're going. We're going to Invercargill. Anthony Hopkins. All right, a lot just happened there. Captain Russell, well, let me go look. Let me go read this. All right, so IMDb, definitely IMDb it, and watch it. It's a great movie. It is a lot of fun. And Tasmanian Nav Geek, if you fell asleep, that's fine. I think it was like the middle of, what was it, like 4 a.m. if you're down in New Zealand, Australia territory, or Tasmania. Dude, I think it actually might have even been like 2 or 3 in the morning when I landed local time for you. Might be a good, world's fastest Indian, might be a good, I'm not feeling well, let's just watch something fun and entertaining. It goes by pretty quick. One of the guys I work with, I don't know if you met him, Philip, he was down in Invercargill. I told him the story of, before he went down there, told him the story of Burt Munro and the world's fastest Indian, so he got me this shirt while he was down there. Yep. I'll bet, man. The win, the celebration, nap time. Let's see what we have here. It was. A lot of good people in this world. Captain Russell, a lot of good people in this world. Count you as one of them. We are just about an hour away from being on the ground in Invercargill. It's going to be a... we'll see what the airport looks like. It is a legacy flightsim.to airport, so we're giving it a try in 24. It's 220, 2 hours and 20 minutes. If you want to do, if you're looking to fly, got Queenstown right there. Queenstown's right there. You could pop up, take the 600 from Queenstown down to Invercargill. Probably take you about 20 minutes. Alrighty then. If you're looking to fly, NZQN, NZNV. That's kind of cool, the reflection there. Like, what the heck is going on with my wing? That, I know. All good. I did, and so far it's good. And for now, I'm not doing any of the model matching workarounds, and I haven't noticed any issues. I'm slowly adding liveries back in. I'm only adding liveries that I can do through OC3 or that you and I have previously worked on. But it's doing pretty good. They did. This is a fictional livery here on this one. They are mostly Airbus now. Let's keep watching the coast of New Zealand. That's South Island there. So all the way on the other side of the island would be Christchurch. So, Tonya or Captain Russell, I'm going to have to send you a link to this video I just watched. It's incredible. It's about a city in China, Guangzhou. Let's see, I was just looking it up. That's just mean of me. Guangzhou. And it is the cyberpunk city of... Yep. Yeah. Let's actually, we can go here, we can go here, we can go here. Go to history. Drop you a Discord link. We're gonna have to look this up. Link sent in Discord. Ooh. Land, is that long? Is that Latam? From SCL, yeah. So, and Captain Russell, I don't know if when we did the workaround, if it brings over like a corrupted WASM file or a corrupted EFB ini file or something. I couldn't see anything like that. I'm not real sure. Or if it creates one when you run it through the layout generator. But there we go. Yeah. Latam. But yeah, that's it. It was driving me nuts. And I'll say that my landing performance, maybe just because I'm getting better at landing on the screen, is better now. Not a problem, Captain Jack. You're good. I appreciate you. Go hit the crew quarters, get a little sleep, and we'll get some snuggles on the pups, so we're good. CHONG. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to take a look. Yeah, no, I don't blame you. We need to see if AI can do a lot of your legwork for you. Well, if you want to stay till landing, that is only going to be, yeah, just about 40 minutes from now. So we should be on the ground at 52 after the hour. So 50 minutes we'll be on the ground. 1 hour. Water. Land. Copy. Yeah. Yep. Definitely. Also a little bit Blade Runner-y. Snowy mountains. Oh, nice. Yeah. It's such a good movie, though. It's so campy. John Lithgow. I mean, come on. The cast is amazing. Jeff Goldblum. And that's what I was going to do. So we're going to come up on a left turn and we'll go out the right side of the aircraft. But when we make the left turn, we'll switch to the right side and then you'll see Milford Sound. That's where Duncan and I tried to get in a couple of times. I don't know, I'd drop in there with the 7.3 Heavy, but... yeah. Yep, we did. I think we all three tried to get in there once. We parked up next to the shed. Oh, nice. Orange or strawberry? Or pineapple? That's where I was trying to get to in the helicopter that one time when it was like a freaking blizzard at the top of the pass. Missed the edge of that pass by probably inches. Let's see, where are we at? Orange Fanta. Ooh, grape. Goober grape. All right, we're about 30 miles away from our turn. When we do make the turn, we'll look out to the right side of the aircraft, see if we can't spot Milford Sound. Queenstown's off on our left. Should be right there. Oh no, we go right over Queenstown. Oh, we're not gonna be able to see it. Milford Sound's like right there. Queenstown. Right there. Pineapple Fanta, tasty. I know, what a piece of work. But I think Fanta uses like real sugar. Lots of it. Bring me a Shasta. No, I want a Shasta. RC Cola. Jolt. All the flavor, twice the caffeine. All right, 80 miles out from our top drop. Yep, and that's drink responsibly. Oh yeah, real cane sugar. All right, we're making our turn. We are probably about 70 miles away. Let's go ahead and take a look at our charts for our arrival. We'll be doing the RNAV to runway, what, not runway? Runway 4? Runway 4. All right. Oh yeah. All right, so coming in, we are coming in from, where are we coming in from? I believe we're coming in from Duke. Dr. Thunder. 4,000 feet at Vicup. Oh, no, there it is. Intus. 7,000 feet. We're getting ready to put your tray tables up, bro. We're getting ready to start down. All right, so let's go down here. Let's look at our legs page. All right, so go to our arrival. Oh, Anopa. So where is Anopa? To Anopa. There we go. Execute that. Ogavo, Anopa. Alright, and then Esnup. We're going over Queenstown, Sungu, Ogavo. Let's see, let's look at this. Sungu, Ogavo, Anopa, 423, Mimiv, Kagru, Nilib, Nimbiv, Kagru. There we go. We're doing okay. All right, so runway 4. So we're going to go ahead and grab that and drop it in here. You like Pepsi rather than the Coke? /5, /10. There's our range rings around the runway. Looking pretty good there. All right, so our legs are looking pretty good. Let's go to our fixed page again. Legs page. Sungu. Anopa. So we're coming in right here. Coming straight in like this. There you go. 2,000 feet. So we need to be above 2,000 feet. Kagru, 2,000 feet above. And then Nilib, 1,300 or above. So we're going to set Kagru at 2,000 feet. There we go. Execute that. All right, above 6,000, above 4. We're coming in pretty much a visual for a left-based runway 04. We're doing all right. And then the RNP runway 4 is 2,000 feet is our descent altitude, Kagru. We'll have to give that a go. So our lowest we can go is 280. So let's get our minimum set there. What do you think about your approach cadence? Yeah. That's good, man. I know it sucks for you, but yeah, that's good. Alright, so 2,000 feet, we're good, and then 280, and everything else is alright. So let's look at our altitudes. 219, 129, yep, 129, and then final approach course is 039. Final approach course is set there, 039. Why is that? Because it forced you to do it? Yep. And I loved X Checklist in X Plane because that was great having it on the screen, being able to click through it. It was translucent so you could see through it. But what happened? All right, let's go back. We're going to go out and we're good here. Our planning is good. We're going to go out and look at the airports. There it is. There's Queenstown. Right. Where's the airport? Is that it? Come in. Where's it up there? It's right there. Queenstown Airport right there. Yeah. Right on top of the airport. With skill. Oh no, there's the airport. There's Queenstown Airport right below us. Going under the wing. There we go. Alright, let's bring our charts back up. What do you mean? I've got a great runway here. Invercargill's a good one. Let's go look. Alright, looking at our airport. Runway 4 is 7,087 feet. Look at that. And we will plan a right turn off, quick back taxi to the ramp. There's not a lot of room here, so there you go. We should be able to make this right there. Alright, saying that, let's go do our performance calculations. We're on our drop. There we go. Performance calculations, runway 4. Alright, METAR data. Let's bring up our nav graph. They should have something for us. Alright, Invercargill Airport, arriving, departing runway 4, wind calm, visibility 10, temperature 10, dew point 6. So wind is 040 at 4. Oh no, we don't want that. Stop. There we go. And then outside air temperature is 10. And QNH is 1039. There we go. Now we can calculate. 155. All right, on the landing in route. And 040 at 4. Outside air temperature 10. 1039. 1039. Calculate. There we go. 155, flaps 30, and we'll be right at the end of the runway. looking spot on there. So we go in here. Let's go to our init ref page, flaps 30 and 155. Drop that in there. We're good. All right. We have everything we need to get into the airport. And let's bring our range back. We're about 80 miles out. On the way down. I think we can maybe also go with a fixed page /30. There we go. Yeah. We're about 30 miles away from being 30 miles out, 60 miles. Look at that. Huh. Imagine that. Makes a little target right there. Last night would have been the longest flight I've sat in the flight deck was about 8 hours in the sim or in real life. So in the sim, about 8 hours. Then I did a 9-hour flight to Munich, another 9-hour flight to Paris, and then last night's flight from Seattle down to Auckland was the longest flight I've done. I think we're doing pretty good here. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the EFB, go to the progress page, and then we're going to make this 125. There we go, and 0.11. That's our RNP. Perfect. In real life, my longest flight would be LA to Sydney, which was a 14-hour flight back in the day. I also did Minneapolis to Hong Kong through Tokyo. Used flying to Singapore, but that was like Minneapolis to Tokyo, Tokyo to Singapore. But any single stretch, probably when I was younger, we used to do a lot of flying. That would be like 2 days worth of flying to get across the planet. But yeah, stuff that I remember longest was 14 hours, maybe 14 hours into or I don't remember if I did any direct Hong Kong from LA or Seattle. 14 hours, we'll call it 14 in one city. But then you got another 3 hours to Denver from LA, or 2 hours from Minneapolis to Denver, or various other places. We can go standard. 13,000 feet. I had one of those, one of my first flights out of LA to Sydney. Had a compressor stall on a 747-400. That was quite spectacular. Invercargill traffic, New Zealand 3-1. 30 miles out for RNAV runway 04, Invercargill. Airport's right in front of us, right there. Yeah, look at that, 30 miles out. Bing. See it right there. Alright, we're going to slow her down. We're coming through 11.5. Ten 10,000 feet. Let's go to the overhead and get this one set up. Lights coming on. Pressurization panel is depressurizing appropriately. Everything else is looking good. Yeah, unfortunately I have to work tomorrow, Sunday here in the U.S. I can, and stop calling me Shirley. Alright, let's decrease our range one more. hiding right behind the cloud. You can see it right there. Kind of out in the middle of nowhere here. I haven't had a chance yet. Invercargill traffic, New Zealand 31, getting ready to join downwind runway 04, Invercargill. Let's watch this. It is. We'll start working with it. Once we roll wings level, we might be able to see the airport. We'll stay up here. There it is. Clear to land. Invercargill traffic, New Zealand 31, getting ready to join left base runway 04. That looks cool. Thank you. Flight attendants prepare for landing. Flap set for landing. VREF is set. Flaps 30. Invercargill traffic, New Zealand 31, 7 miles out on Martin Ave runway 04. Invercargill. There we go. Touch. Alright, 155. Tailwind 4 knots. Line variable, we should be able to do
2,500.
Bro, what are you hunting for? Flaps 30. Looking good. Glide path, approach course set. 2000. Seeing nothing but white on that pappy. My controls.
Glide slope. Glide minimums.
Continuing.
Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope.
There we
Glide
go.
slope.
Now they're
Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. $100, 50, 30, 20, 10.
And thrust reversers aren't bound on this little fella. Perfect, and then we catch the high speed to the right. I do. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are on the ground in Invercargill. Thanks for flying along with me. Let's get taxied over to the gate. What, Mama? You what? What do you got on your face? Have you been messing in dirt? Go look at your eye hole. Yeah. All right, there we go, folks. We're on our way into the parking area. Let's see what our score was on that arrival. And they give us a 93 on that one. 147. And my lowest was centerline. Yeah, I didn't capture the centerline, so understandable. I like that touchdown FX. That, let's get our APU running. Don't need that. Nice and bright out here. Not bad, not bad. What do you think? Should we go over here? Where should we go? Lines are a little... Oh, there we go. I see where we're going. Follow this solid yellow line around here. What do you think? Oh no. I don't know. Let's see. What do all these lines mean? I don't see a 737. Making stuff up, folks. 737 line. Load a buoy. We'll get squared up. There we go. Back in the old flight deck. Let's go ahead and get the power onto the APU. Shut our engines down. Get some chocks on. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Invercargill, home of the world's fastest Indian, Burt Munro. We're going to go over here. We're going to go ahead and get all of this. We're going to set the chocks. We're going to go with stairs. And we're going to request a GPU cart. We're doing all right. Ladies and gentlemen, another great flight. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate you keeping me company. Tasmanian Av Geek, Captain Russell, Aviation Geek, BNA. You guys are all awesome. Thanks for being here. Same with you, Willy Nilly. I appreciate you stopping by. We're going to go ahead and get the aircraft unloaded here. Let's see what GSX does. Parking. All right, 4, 2 ramp. There we go. Just warp me there. All right, this is where they want us to be. Request deboarding. Operate stairs. Request, we'll go Air Chathams. There we go. And one more. I wish you could just hit request deboarding and it would take care of everything. There you go. We got everything coming up. Yeah, see, I was in the right direction. Perfect. Rear air stairs are coming up. I didn't do too bad. Spot 2, straight in. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for flying along with me today. Captain Russell, you have a good night. Start feeling better. I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. We'll catch you on the next flight. There we go. Air in the old cabin. We'll see you, Taz Av Geek. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for being here. There we go. Got the ropes up. Apparently they're all gonna walk on, get on buses. There's the bus. So they can bus them 5 feet away. All right. Looking pretty good. All right, thanks everybody.